Gaurav, now I want to come back to Sachin. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you mentioned that, like you said, Sachin was like I would say, the icon of liberalization for India. That's when people realize that, oh, cricket.
No, I think his journey mirrors it.
Yeah.
Like his journey mirrors, like he makes his debut in 89 and, then as he kind of keeps going and he kind of saw the whole thing.
Yeah.
And
The Coca-Cola ad.
yeah. The first contract with Mark Mascarenhas, minimum guarantee.
Correct.
If I'm not mistaken, the concept of MG, minimum guarantee for athletes, he was the first in India.
Can you elaborate on that? Because I don't.
So a minimum guarantee basically is when you do a management contract. Let's say, so I want to manage you. You're an ace athlete. I come to you as a sports agent, right? And I tell you that, oh, I can get you these many contracts, and you have to give me 10%.
Okay.
Right? And then I come to you with an MG because you're a star. So you're saying, boss, मेरे पास तो 4 लोग हैं. How do I distinguish? Then I come to you and I say, I'm going to give you 100 crore minimum guarantee over 5 years. That's my MG to you. Now, how I get that money, I owe you that money and I'm going to pay you that money. That's my minimum guarantee. So then you sign with me. And then, of course, then I'll have a clause where if it exceeds that, maybe I'll get more of an incentive, etc., etc. But a minimum guarantee was that, where you went, okay, as a viewer, as a fan, you read this piece of news and said that over the next 5 years, Sachin Tendulkar is going to get 100 crores worth of endorsements. Blew everyone's mind at that time.
Yeah.
It was just, so Mark Mascarenhas, who sadly passed away early, Mark Mascarenhas, with his company, was the one who did that minimum guarantee for Sachin.
That was so insane.
Late 90s. If somebody just checks Sachin minimum guarantee Mark Mascarenhas, I think it was 90, my guess would be 97.
Okay.
97, 98, that kind. Did that deal then.
And then came the Australian team.
Yeah.
So Sachin, Dravid, Lakshman, Ganguly, all these people were there. But somehow the Australians seemed to win.
Yeah.
If I'm not wrong, 1999, 2003, 2007. They won 3 World Cups, right? In a row?
They won in, so 92 was Pakistan, 96 was Sri Lanka. They won 99, 2003, 2007. Yes.
2007.
Yeah.
And Steve Waugh was the captain in 99.
Yes.
2003, 2007, Ricky Ponting.
Yep.
And 2007, I remember I had a wallpaper, by the way, with all those Australians over there holding the World Cup. And I could literally point a finger at everybody and say that this man is the greatest fast bowler, Breton. This man is the greatest wicket keeper, Adam Gilchrist. This man, the greatest opener, Hayden.
Yeah.
So I was like, this team is a team of legends.
Yeah.
So that's okay. 2003, 2007 is okay. I'll come back to the 2003, 2007 team. But how do Australians remain so consistently aggressive and successful in cricket all the time?
And it's not even the number one sport.
Yeah. How do they do it?
When you go there, you realize it's not even the number one sport. They're a very, there's an interesting mindset that you see in most Australians. They also have this, they have the aggression for sure, but they also have this nothing to lose, everything to play for, just that kind of mindset that they play with. I noticed that with the Australians. Very outdoorsy, very sporty country, very sporty people. Also lots of facilities. I think those things make a difference right now. Like in Mumbai today, if you want to be a cricket player, it's a little tough. Like there's no place.
True.
I mean, the only place you can play is in your building driveway.
Yeah.
Right? And because, again, don't even get into urban planning with me because it upsets me. But anyway, we don't have that many facilities. That's also the reason I feel like a lot of Indian cricketers after Dhoni started coming from smaller towns.
Yeah.
Because Dhoni instilled the belief in a large part of middle India that छोटे शहर से भी आके आप superstar बन सकते हो. उसके पहले if you go back, you see cricket they were dominant centers. So there was Mumbai and Delhi. For years, Mumbai and Delhi. It was first Mumbai, just dominating everything. Then Bishan Singh Bedi came and said, no, Delhi will become this dominant force. And he invested a lot into Delhi cricket. Then Delhi won Ranji. So it was Delhi, Bombay for a long time. Then Bangalore. There was a time where five cricketers of the Indian team were from Bangalore. So big cities. Then comes this boy from Ranchi, right? Which was a small town at the time. And he comes and he captures everyone's imagination for multiple reasons. For the real hardcore cricket fan, अरे क्या cricket खेलता है. For the peripheral cricket fan, कितना stylish लगता है. क्या बंदा है, कुछ ज़्यादा बोलता नहीं है, चुप रहता है. You know, it's क्या leader बनेगा ये. Then you find out that Sachin Tendulkar has tapped him for, next captain. And you're like, wow, there's a bunch of very talented young players, his batchmates, Yuvraj Singh, Virender Sehwag, Bajju. There's a lot of players, but this guy who's actually debuted after them is tipped as captain by Sachin. Oh, wow. Then he starts making all this money, he starts getting all this success. So I think that, and then the IPL came. So I think those 2000s are very important that way socio-economically for India, because a lot of parents in small towns thought ke, अच्छा, खेल-कूद के भी career हो सकता है.
Correct.
Today, not today, if you think back 10 years back, 15 years back, even an uncapped player, even if they're getting 10 lakhs a year, right? 10 lakhs a year in a smaller city in India 15 years ago is a lot of money, man.
Correct.
It's a lot of money. Probably coming from a family where, the father, let's say, worked in, some company for 30,000 rupees a month, 40,000 rupees a month. And you're like, अरे ये 2 महीने खेल के लाख रुपए महीने का वो 10 लाख साल का कमा लेगा. Like how? It's crazy. So, and then the belief in seeing one poster boy, because that's what we need, yeah.
Yeah.
We need one success story to believe. We need one incident to convince us, right? That's us. If you have that goal, the one successful example will convince you more than the 1,000 failed ones.
Correct.
So, ये कर सकता है, तो मैं भी कर सकता हूँ. और मैं भी करूँगा इसको. So I think that way when the 90s Sachin was important for India's socio-economic, I think 2000s MS Dhoni has a great part to play also below the cricket. I'm looking at, social fabric, cultural fabric. I think that's important. Even a guy like Viru, for example, coming from Najafgarh, right? But you still think, acha, Delhi ke paas hai, right? You think of Yuvraj Singh coming from, Chandigarh, but you think, Chandigarh still, okay, kind of big city, whatever, right? Punjab. Or, Ranchi just came out of syllabus.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
In fact, I came to know about Ranchi because of Dhoni.
There you go, see?
Yeah.
That's amazing, right? So now think of the impact that guy has if you're, in some small town in Jharkhand or, Tranchal or anywhere in UP. In some small town there, playing cricket. Look at this guy, 10 years old, and you're telling your parents कि मैं धोनी बनूंगा, मेरे को बैट दिला दो. So parent will also go, ठीक है यार, try तो करते हैं. एक हो सकता है तो क्या पता हमारा भी हो सकता है.
Correct. And while most people look at this glamour of 100 crores, Coca-Cola and Mahendra Singh Dhoni, a movie made on him, most people don't realize the amount of hard work that these people have put in. And especially after the movie, people realize what Dhoni has gone through. But then that's just the tip of the iceberg, right?
Yeah.
And I remember, again, this is coming from your podcast where somebody spoke about Sachin and how he used to arrange his pads.
Yeah.
Talk to me about Sachin's work ethic, because I'm sure most people don't understand it.
He is just another level. I met him last night also because there was an event for his foundation, which is, by the way, doing so much good work that nobody realizes also. Hopefully now people will realize how much he's paying back, because sometimes he gets a lot of criticism saying, "Arey, but we don't hear him speaking about any issues." Arey, politician थोड़ी ना है, तो हर चीज पे थोड़ी ना आके comment करेंगे. But yeah, his foundation is doing so much good work for society. But even to do that his attention to detail, small event with 150, 200 people. By the time I met him, he's like, yeah, the last 2-3 days have just been madness for like just arranging everything. Well, arranging? Means you. You're god of cricket. Why are you arranging anything? Right? Everyone else will arrange, no? Why you? But he still does it. And I've seen it with him. Like whenever we have to, let's say, do an event or a fireside chat, he will always have a Zoom call, have a meeting, write down some points, talk, ask, saying, I want to tell this story, but do you think this sounds better or this sounds better? Right? I forgot about this incident. Should we do? So brainstorm. Who does that? Yeah.
True.
There are not too many people who are planning these things. So and he was the same with cricket also. Like enough people will tell you that he could pick up a bat and figure out if it was, a few grams off. what he would do. Like he told me also, he said he used to like ironing his own kit at night in the team hotel, wherever they were. He said, because it was an exercise that just helped focus me. Now, that's him. You could be a person who's saying, I just need to lie down. I need the clothes to be laundered and come to me. I don't. So again, don't blindly follow the mantras of successful people. See what works for you, right? Like that does not work for me. Like it will not. Like if I'm going somewhere, I can't be too pre-planned. It needs to be a little haphazard. I find peace in chaos, right? So
Like today.
I've had complete chaos coming here. Driver has not shown up. Uber is cancelled. I won't find parking. Then I call you, I drive, I get stuck in traffic. Everything is happening. People are overtaking. Scooters are trying to come under you. Everything is. But I thrive in that chaos. I like it. तो ज़्यादा स्मूथ जाता है तो मैं सस्पिशियस हो जाता हूँ मुझे ये नहीं चाहिए पर कई लोग होते हैं जो उनको इतना स्मूथ चाहिए कि एक चीज उल्टी हो जाए तो वो सस्पिशियस हो जाते हैं सो यू हैव टू थिंक about who you are as a person. But that's the thing. Coming back to Sachin, that's the thing about him. Just that you have to aim for the eye, right? That's him. It's like Arjun, yeah, that way. Not his son. It's like Arjun.
Hi guys, thank you so much for watching the Indian Business Podcast. If you find value in our work, please hit that subscribe button because for you it might be a zero effort task, but for us that subscriber count is an important instrument to get great guests to our podcast and to make this podcast better for you. So if you find value, please subscribe.